Is my mission.
Wandavision. You got me watching in a binge and watching all your episodes. Wandavision. Nah, this is terrible. I gotta workshop this. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I don't need to use that for a cold open. No. I know what I'm cold opening with once we get going.
Yeah, let's hit it.
No. I figure like I'm just because the idea is just talk. So like I'm just gonna be here and I'm gonna talk about why I'm on webcam with it pointed at the wall behind me so I can see if that son of a bitch spider comes back. What's really adding for me to the WandaVision mysterious suspense is the fact that at any moment a spider could just walk across the wall behind me and I'm just gonna lose my mind. And it's there. It knows I'm here and it can smell my fear. I'm sure of it. And it's just waiting for me. It's just waiting for me there.
I love the tension over here. I can't wait for the moment that thing starts crawling across the wall. And I say nothing, allowing it to build up to a big fucking explosive reveal.
See, for me, it's gonna go walk across the screen we're watching on, right? I'll be like, I don't remember there being a spider in WandaVision. You'll just be like, Alex, there's no spider in WandaVision. And I'll be like, and then you'll just hear the break as I punch my monitor.
It'll be a great visual gag on an audio platform. All right, you want to hit it?
Yeah. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Fandio Mini Masterpiece presents WandaVision. I'm your host, Alex, back with my co-host,
Still Judson.
Thank you, Still Judson. Our mic can't hear you when you're moving. Last week we watched WandaVision episode 2, Don't Touch That Dial. This week we'll be watching episode 3, Now in Color. So a recap for those of you who need it. Last time Wanda and Vision moved from the 50s into the 60s with a larger cast and peachy keen pants. In an attempt to win the favor of the neighborhood matriarch Dottie, Wanda signs her and Vision up for a talent contest where a real witch will help her husband perform a fake magic stage act. Vision joins the neighborhood watch, which turns out to be just a gossip fest, while Wanda sets up the fundraiser with Dottie and her henchwomen. Vision has gum for the first time and got intoxicated faster than me at an open bar wedding. Fortunately, he is a charming drunk. With his slips and her magic, the act lands as an unplanned comedy routine. Our couple win the talent show's new award for best comedy and help raise money for the children. Oh, yeah, and a bunch of weird stuff happens, like Wanda finding a toy helicopter in the bushes that's a brilliant red, or the strange voice trying to communicate through Wanda through the radio, or the mysterious beekeeper from the sewers, or the removal of that beekeeper from the episode by a powerful editing force. Wanda and Vision return home for an end-of-episode kiss, which turns the universe from black and white into color and makes Wanda pregnant. Remember, kids, always practice safe tonguing. So without further ado, here is WandaVision Now in Color. And I'm hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I like that they start with that just little routine of the person in the horse costume and the little lasso, especially because they're all doing a line dance in different directions.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
So we've got our recap here, and this is the mysterious beekeeper, and they edit back, and we've seen in episode 1 that someone's watching this, so we don't know if that person is doing the rewinding or if they're witnessing it. All we know is we're back in WandaVision. It's episode 3. You've got your recap. It's standard stuff. You've got your title screens.
Yeah. It's so weird getting to see so much color after all the black and white that we had in the first 2 episodes. I'm really excited to see it all.
Yeah. So
intro logo.
Now the nice thing about this being the 1970s is that we get to have colors, and I don't get me wrong, black and white television is great, but having a color palette really just adds. And it's the 70s, so we're getting some psychedelic colors for our title screens.
Oh my
But then
God.
Once you go to someone's house, it's going to be brown and mustard yellow.
This haircut, my God, Vision's haircut just broke my brain for a second there.
Yeah, it screams 70s. I like this Brady Bunch theme they've got going, but it's little hexagons. They're keeping that hexagon thing going.
Oh, it's cute. They're going.
Oh no, he's trying to build a jungle gym.
Winkworks. Is that like another reference to another company within World?
I don't actually know because some of it's just meant to be normal businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I like their collars. You can tell it's the 1970s because they look like if they ran fast enough down the street, they could get enough lift on that collar to start flying.
just a personal glider for every person. That was the
right.
promise Nixon gave us, right?
I'm pretty sure that's what they meant by hoverboards.
Oh, true.
You do also love, now that you're going the 1970s intro music with like a harpsichord.
100%. Ooh.
So we've got, our doctor examining Wanda. He's not saying anything, but he does confirm that she's pregnant.
Oh, this space is really beautiful. It's interesting how they keep the same shape, but it's decorated so differently. Like everything down to even the like handles for the stairway being a whole different setup. Honestly, Vision looks like a different guy here.
Yeah. I see. Also, it's Wanda's hair for this. She now has the very long 70s, like down to like middle of the back, straight, like flat ironed. Like that is so 70s, and I'm just glad we're in the 70s. I love so 70s TV. I actually do have a lot of sitcom knowledge. We did do a lot of Brady Bunch growing up.
Wow, these
love this
fruit
bit of
metaphors are crazy.
What is it with men and comparing the size of things on a woman's body to fruits? Is it just like a universal experience? Like we all know what fruits relatively are. Like if I say apple, you know what an apple is?
Right. I also just love Vision here, just absolutely not understanding why everything's moving so quickly.
Well, but like, the doctors say like, so she's like 4 to 5 months pregnant, and Vision's like, I like 4 to 5 hours pregnant, right?
Yeah, like maybe 12 minutes? We just kissed. We were holding hands earlier. Was that when it happened?
Yeah. Well, actually, if you hold hands too intimately, sometimes, baby, I do like, and he's here like, hey, don't tell anyone she's pregnant, because this happened really quickly, and I don't think you understand, Doctor. Like, this might be the fastest pregnancy in mankind.
Oh, great. He's leaving town. That makes it really easy not to tell anybody. Oh my god, that's
the most amazing and so you've got
edge trimmer.
So like you're just edge trimming through a wall. And I like that he's just like, hey, you're going a little too far, and Norm just goes, yeah, I did. And just doubles down on sawing this wall in half.
That's amazing. I gotta find that tool. That's what I need. Something
the real shame is
like that.
Yeah, the real shame is that this wall being broken wasn't in like a later decaded episode, so you could just be like, tear down that wall.
I actually don't think it's a terrible. No, that is a little bit later. You're right. That's a
because I think
papaya.
I think that's a little up, like by a couple of years.
The 70s transitions are great. Man,
I like still that we have the 70s practical effects, and they're done with that like 70s like green screen that's very visible as a green screen.
And a lot of fishing line. Oh, I love the giant giraffe. That's cute.
I think it's cute that we just have two powerful, mighty superheroes, and all they're doing is building a nursery for their little baby.
That's coming in half an hour. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the cool part is now every time Wanda has like a little pregnancy like interaction, like, the baby kicks or she gets, any sort of, she's pregnant. There are things that happen to your body with a baby in it. When that happens, it makes her little powers go funky.
Yeah, it's great.
But also that specific use of turning a mobile, like the little baby mobile of butterflies into living butterflies, is a use of her powers we've never seen. Because this is not the Wanda powers the MCU is used to, which is just moving things with her mind and a little bit of telepathy.
In that case, she would have like literally created life at that moment, which is like a huge step up from a power standpoint.
Yeah, and so I know when I was watching, I was like really interested at this point too, because I'm like, wait a second, that seems more like what she does in the comics. And all of us Scarlet Witch stans, ever since Age of Ultron, had always been complaining about how terrible her and Quicksilver were handled by that movie in the MCU, both by them changing her powers and by making the fastest man alive just die to being shot.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, they had just had the best version of Quicksilver to the best song in the best scene, just like a couple of movies beforehand done by Fox. So it created it was a tough act to follow up.
Yeah, it was one of the few times that the Fox X-Men universe was just definitely doing something stronger than what the MCU was doing at the time.
Honestly, I think they peaked in that moment.
Oh,
Ooh, tightening.
this is one of my favorite bits all time is someone with super speed fast reading a book, and they just
Oh
go.
yeah.
And
My
I do like also
comprehension
he's
is
here
at
like,
the
oh, it's
fourth
Braxton
level.
Hicks contractions. Would you like to know his life story? No, no, I want a breathing exercise. And
All right.
I think this is one of the interesting things because like this exercise
Who?
for like Lama's breathing is the
Who?
he who. And it's wild to me that in the 70s that was the breathing, and that's still like the breathing technique.
I probably predated him. He probably stole it from a midwife somewhere.
Right. But like and here you have them in their superhero back to back pose because everything in the kitchen's going crazy because of her contractions.
And they're definitely ready to go into it, which is interesting because I'm curious how aware Vision is that he's ever been a superhero because, like, Wanda clearly is. Like, she was ready
Right.
in the previous episode to do these
That's such a
earrings
good
make me
joke.
look
Hey, do these earrings make me look fat? Power cut.
fat. I love
That
his
man just got
mustache.
Deus Ex Machina.
Oh,
Oh man,
oh
Wanda.
God.
It'll probably be a lot crazier when the real pregnancy starts going. Well, I mean, you're really pregnant. The real labor, I suppose I should call it.
They do seem always on the
Oh,
verge, but never
this.
actually discovering
So,
anything.
but this is like she's like, oh, what if they discover our secret? And this is where Vision now, like, the scene breaks again. The laugh track goes away. The music's died down. And he's going through all this weird stuff they've been going. He's like, wait, what about, Mrs. Hart at the dinner? I was just outside with Herb and he was cutting his fence into. I think something's wrong, Wanda. Something is terribly wrong here. And then we just get a smash cut backwards in the scene.
Yeah, not even
Like
a
that weird
rewind
editing's
like we
happening again.
got.
And he's like, oh, I know what you mean. We're in uncharted waters and I love you, honey boo.
That makes
Uh,
sense. She just wants like him to be perfect, and that's just like an absolute control freak action there. But like this whole environment is her being a control freak, so it's not surprising.
yeah. But like at this point, we don't know that this is Wanda doing anything here.
Oh,
Like,
this is also
we just
so
know.
good. Them arguing over the two different names being Billy and Tommy, ultimately being the like twins' names from the series is just great.
Yeah, which also I like Billy and Tommy just because those are the names of her kids from the comics. Like the MCU
Right.
didn't pick those, but also those are the names of two of the coolest Power Rangers from the original Power Ranger, and that's definitely why they're named that.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's a great reversal to be using that on him. I think the show is just so well made. They reincorporate everything so like flawlessly.
Oh,
I
it's
think her
raining
water
indoors.
just
Do you
broke.
think her? Yeah, I think her water broke.
Yep. Yep. I think we all know that.
Which
Oh,
what?
the cut
Uh,
for commercials great too. How TV used to have those awkward like pauses from the drop to the beginning of the commercial
yeah,
itself.
I love this commercial too. Her like huge '70s hair. Like, God, I love that with that stripe with the little bit of like overalls. Now, this is cool too, because you know how before we had a Strucker watch and a Stark toaster? This, well, don't you want to relax? Well, what you need is a bath bomb, a Hydra bath bomb, the Hydra
Oh,
soak bath powder. Like, Hydra, what the group that made Wanda into a supervillain with the
yeah.
MCU plot
Didn't we have the
device.
Hydra watch in the first episode?
Yeah, so the first episode was a toaster that beeped like a bomb. And the second
Oh,
episode was a watch that also beeped like a bomb. And this one was just
a bath
soak your
bomb.
cares away. I love this scene too, where she's in the like I'm flying Jack pose as the wind's buffeting him like out of the room.
Yeah, he's so much less graceful than her. It's a good juxtaposition. Ooh, he's in Bermuda already, isn't he?
Well, I mean, he's I like her going, what do you mean he's going on vacation? Why would he pick a time like this to go on vacation? Well, in his defense, this baby's not supposed to be due for like 5 more months, Wanda. You're really accelerating the schedule here.
Yeah, the time lapse super fast running too is such a classic move. It reminds me of Running Man or
Oh, $1 Million Man.
Yeah, $1 Million Man. That's what I was.
Yeah, the $1 Million Man. Yeah, it's that same effect.
Oh, just superimposing all of the frames together to make it look like he's moving faster in a blur. It's really well done. Ooh, what's she responding to?
Oh, so, like, Wanda's here, pregnant, doesn't want anyone to know she's pregnant. Someone's at the door. She doesn't know who it is. So she puts on her nice coat, gorgeous coat. It's Geraldine, who's just here.
Geraldine.
And I like now, like, Geraldine has moved, like, she wasn't in the first episode, and she's got, like, 2 small lines in the second episode, and now she's, like, a supporting character.
Yeah, they're becoming friends. Oh, look, her earrings are... Oh, they're octagons. They're not hexagons.
No. But, God, I love her 70s outfit. She looks, like, not just does she look like she's in the 70s, she looks like she just came out of an Austin Powers film about the 70s. Yeah. Like... Straight up, that's her outfit. Like, I'm just waiting for Vision to break down the door. Wanda, yeah, baby!
Oh my god. Oh, I love the fur coat. It looks like you just got really successful at thrifting.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I wish I had the power to randomly change my coat's material at a just random whim without the having to be pregnant part. Just... I feel just having powers based on needing to be pregnant is a terrible plot device.
Don't they do that exact hand grab in Wicked? The like, or maybe it's from the Wizard of Oz originally, but that like toss of the apple and everything looks very familiar to me.
Yeah, I couldn't place it, but it definitely is familiar. And I also like the very common trope of Wanda's trying to hide her pregnancy by just holding a bowl of fruit in front of it. Like, deadass, if that is not going to fool anyone. Like, if you're in a room and someone's just holding a little bowl of fruit in front of their very pregnant belly, I'm not just going to be like, hey, how's that fruit? That's definitely only fruit you're holding very far out in front of your pregnant stomach.
So it looks like everything from the nursery is coming to life. I wonder what else is going to escape from the room. Oh, she can't even deal with it.
So, but I also like that, she's pregnant, so they draw the little stork, and now they have a stork.
Mm-hmm.
It's here to deliver the baby.
Oh, you're right. It's that time. It's like, nope, I'm not going away. You
and
have to deal with me.
And she's like, go away. And she's like trying to banish it, and it's just coming back. And she's just got Geraldine. And Geraldine's telling her story, and it's just the classic, like, Wanda trying to get this animal away without letting her know it's there.
Yeah, can we acknowledge the stork in the room?
Well, that's what Geraldine's trying to do now. She's like, I heard the noise. It was like a chattering noise. And Wanda's like, that's just the neighborhood karaoke bar doing Down with the Sickness.
Oh my god. What a brave choice they're making.
But, so I love, like, also Geraldine, because in that moment where she's like, what was that? Her accent drops. Yeah. Like, she's here, like, all 70s, and she's a fun businesswoman, but then she's like, what's that? Her intonation, everything about her voice completely changes. So she, like, becomes another person when she became aware of the stork.
Yeah, she becomes herself instead of what she's being made to be. Oh, he's going after the fish on her pants.
Look, it's not the bird's fault. That's a very believable fish print.
Oh, yeah. Probably the most believable fish print I've ever seen. I can't say that I've seen too many fish prints on pants, though. But at least they've gotten away from the picnic tables.
What about the half fish, half comb? Because that's what that looks like to me. It's like fish on top, comb on the bottom.
You've got me.
Go back to her pants. You'll see it's got little lines in that.
Ooh. Come on, show me the pants. The pants.
Yeah, so you see... Oh my god, now they're not showing the pants. I think it's actually because they're whales, and it's the humpback, like, you know how humpback or certain whales have the different, like, almost striped belly-ish area? But it, like, some of them look like combs.
Oh, you can't see me. She's gonna smash her over the back of the head with that vase.
No, it's just, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She dropped the vase. Geraldine knows she's pregnant.
Since when? Since yesterday?
Well, Geraldine was with her yesterday. They were at the talent show, and Wanda wasn't pregnant. Also, they had different hair and clothes, but no one wants to bring that up. And they weren't in color. That's not important. So Vision manages to make it to the doctor, who couldn't leave because his car's broken.
Oh my god!
Zooms back with him, and just
being her, like
the iconic line. But Stan, what about my brand new 2-piece? As he just goes away.
Oh, that's what you're most concerned about. Oh, that's like what is it Brady Bunch that this one's primarily based on? Because it's not. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
This has this one's a lot of Brady Bunch. It's actually a lot of Mary Tyler Moore show. And last episode wasn't Mary Tyler Moore. I think I was incorrect. It was more the Dick Van Dyke show.
Okay.
But also, props to Geraldine. She's got her focus. Yeah, so what if the paintings are spinning, the lights are flickering, the vacuum is moving on its own, and all of the windows are opening and closing? Someone is actively in labor, and she's focused. And, she's actually really great in this, too, because, Wanda's there like, I can't do this. And she's like, you can do this. You are strong. You can do this. And she's just going to deliver this baby. And the best part is, since it's a sitcom, this person is definitely ready to deliver this baby in this living room, no problem.
Something everybody's ready for at any given time. I'm praying for the day that somebody needs to have an emergency baby around me, because I've watched so much TV, I know exactly what to do. It's mostly about breathing and something about a bucket with ice.
Where did you get the blanket from? That baby is wrapped in a blanket. There was not a blanket there before.
Hey, what?
Did Wanda birth the blanket too?
Yeah, they don't come with their own blankets? Oh, it's so sweet.
It is.
And now time for
Vision just
2.
got back. He missed the childbirth. He's so sad too.
Only half of it.
Well,
he's pretty happy.
Geraldine being the real wing woman, like, hey doctor, let's go to the kitchen and let this couple enjoy their new baby together. We do not need to be here. But and so this part's great too, because all episodes she's been like, I want to name him Tommy, and he wants to name him Billy. Mm-hmm. And Vision here just says, goes and becomes himself, puts back on the Vision crazy computer guy face, and says hello to his son, who he calls Tommy. And Wanda's like, really? We didn't even have any more discussion. Just in that moment, you saw this baby, and you were ready to not have Billy be the name, and you were just ready for me to have my son Tommy. And they go in for a kiss, and she starts screaming because there's a second baby.
It's a small touch, but I do really love that they went ahead and color palette matched his gym with his tie, just to be a subtle reminder of the Mind Stone throughout.
Yeah, and her clothes color palette matches his gem and head coloring, the red, the blue, and the yellow.
You're right. That's really cool. I love that. I just love the amount of work that everybody put into this movie, from costuming to set design.
There is no need for that man to have that much sunscreen on his nose, but I appreciate that they put that all on there.
Oh, I think it's zinc, which was really big at the time because it was meant to keep it from getting onto your nose at all.
I mean, just sounds like a sunscreen with extra steps.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're now at the end. This is at this point also definitely feels like the end of your episode. She's given birth. Everyone's at a happy. And he's like, okay, doctor, you ready to go on your trip? And the doctor goes, oh, we can't go. Small town, so hard to escape from, and just walks away. Which is just a normal thing to say to someone.
Yeah, Vision.
So then you've got Vision's about to go back inside, but Agnes and Herb are over there having another conversation. And, Vision's like, hey, this is a crazy day. Did you lose power? It wasn't us. My wife didn't just give baby and cause a magic event to cut out your power. And so they're having the nice conversation. Mm-hmm. No, you go.
I was saying, I can't wait to get in front of the neighborhood watch and talk to the boys about this one. Ooh,
but then
God, her dress is really
Agnes
cool.
Is Geraldine inside with Wanda, and we cut to Geraldine, and so you have those two conversations of Geraldine with Wanda and with the babies, and then Agnes is over here outside talking to Vision, hey, what do you know about Geraldine?
I love this side eye from the baby.
And then here also is the first time Wanda references her real history outside of this sitcom. because she's talking about her brother. And her accent, if you notice, slips here to her actual MCU accent, and she starts singing in Sokovian to her little babies there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
And
it's a really cool touch. And you can also see that Geraldine is very upset by it because she's like, I actually don't know anything about this woman. Why do I not remember anything in general?
But no, you can actually, what you're seeing here is Geraldine remembering, because she hits her with, your brother was killed by Ultron, wasn't he? Making her the first person in this sitcom to acknowledge that Wanda and Vision aren't in a sitcom. Like, this is the first real MCU reference from one of these characters. And then we cut outside, and Agnes is like, oh, she doesn't have a family, and she doesn't have a husband. And Vision's like, oh, that's normal. And Agnes is like, no. But she doesn't have a home. She doesn't live anywhere. She kind of just appeared. And, then you cut back inside. So you have outside the building tension that something's wrong with Geraldine. And then we just cut back inside to Wanda. And Wanda's like, what's going on here? And you can see Geraldine now struggling to connect these two identities. And she's been pushed back into her sitcom identity, and her voice has shifted again. And she's got that sitcom movement.
Oh, she
But
knows.
Wanda's still Wanda, not sitcom Wanda.
It's also so rich of Agnes to be pointing out that everything's just a veneer for Geraldine, that she doesn't actually exist within the space, especially because we haven't seen her husband this entire time.
Yeah. No, and that's where Wanda also notices that there's Geraldine's wearing this pin with that sword symbol, but it was the same sword symbol on the helicopter and on the beekeeper's costume. Mm-hmm. And so outside, Herb's like, hey, Geraldine came here because we're all, and he can't get it out. And it's clearly trying to even say what's going on is causing him actual distress. And we're finally getting music back, but it's more traditional MCU music, like that dun 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 dun, to get your heart racing. And Agnes is begging Herb not to talk any further. And it is just an intense scene. And you have Geraldine is now begging Wanda, because you can see in her mind, this, that she can't control what's going on to her, and she can't even speak more than just Wanda.
Oh my god!
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Actually,
right there is crazy. And let me get out of here. Let's make sure we don't break the illusion. Bye bye.
And then rings the bell, winks, and everyone's going back to their happy selves. And Vision's like, "Hey, this is weird, right?" And Herb's like, "Catch you on the flip side," and leaves with his little half jog.
Classic 70s catch line. Just got to remind.
And so Vision comes inside.
See, it's interesting
to find Wanda with the babies
over, because as far as he knows, Geraldine is in there when he walks through.
Right. We never seen Geraldine leave. We see him enter. Geraldine's not here, and he's like, "Where's Geraldine?" And Wanda's just staring off into the middle distance. She left, and as she's looking at the babies, now this is where it's cool because you can see the framing is going out. So we've been in 1970s frame this whole time, ratio. And now we are shifting
Stranger Things aspect ratio going on.
Well, this is a movie aspect ratio. So this would be the MCU if it was a movie. And Geraldine is ejected into this dark forest area, and there are people all around her, and it's clearly a military organization. And she is being just surrounded by these guys with guns as the Monkey's Daydream Believer starts playing. And this is now the first we get to see of what looks to be the real world and not wherever this sitcom that Geraldine was just ejected from. And so that's where, you've got it, and it just cuts. We do not know what's going on, but we have finally broken the fourth wall in the show, not, to the actual audience, but wherever this sitcom is, Geraldine is now outside. And we have no idea where, we have no idea who she is, who she's with. There's speculation, of course, because there's speculation going on this whole time. I think one of my favorites about this show was how much the internet was just diving into trying to figure out everything. And you would get wild takes. They're actually, if you look at the clock on the watch, that was the Strucker watch, and look at the time, and then you go to Age of Ultron and pause it at that exact time, and then view in the frame in the bottom right corner, you will find that it's a Bible, and that means Mephisto is coming to the MCU in WandaVision.
Oh,
and
man.
that level of stuff, and that was also fun to engage with, because some of the theories were clearly crazy, but it clearly is a show trying to get you to guess a mystery. So like it was really fun and really well paced. But that's WandaVision. That's WandaVision episode 3. So thank you again, everyone, for listening in on WandaVision episode 3. I had a blast. I always have a blast doing this. I like this show. I like just talking nonstop. Thank you, Judson, for doing this with me. Now, new episodes will be released on a weekly basis on Friday, so make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and all that jazz so you don't miss an episode of your favorite mini masterpiece. If you have a short series you think we should do, drop us a message on the Fandio Facebook page or comment on the featured post on our official Fandio Facebook group. All shows and episodes will be able to stream on Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Bye-bye.